Hey, this is Doug from Doug and Nikki here in the outdoor testing studio with the Holy Stone HS440 in my hands, and you're curious about it, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take it out, I'm going to fly it right now, I'm going to tell you about all of its attributes, what you want to know about it, then I'm going to come back when I'm done with that, you've seen it fly, then I'm going to give you that Doug score, a review from 1 to 5, let you know what I thought of it, and then finally I'm going to come back and I'm going to open this, show you what comes in the package in case you're interested. So let's go fly it and talk about it. So as we discussed, this is the Holy Stone HS440, which is a foldable FPV drone. FPV meaning on your cell phone you can see first party view where the drone's flying as if you were the pilot. It shoots video at 180p. 1080p is kind of like your standard HD quality. Not a super HD quality, but definitely HD quality video. It's great for beginners and kids. It's got lots of key features. Oh, I do need to tell you this was provided to me to do this review, but with no instructions. So if it sucks, I'm going to give it a 1. But right now we're flying and having a good time with it, so I don't think it's going to be a 1. It has voice control, gesture control. It has modular batteries, which are really nice and much easier to work with. It has an ultra-wide, wide-angle lens at 112 degrees, which gives you that great kind of bird's-eye cinematic look. The airtime, it'll fly for 20 minutes on a charge, which is really pretty darn cool. It has one key takeoff. It has that high-speed rotation, which is like really fun. You hit the button and it kind of like spins around, does 360s in the air, which is really fun. Oh, one other feature I want to tell you about it, it has the 2.4 gigahertz radio in it, so you're going to get nice, good range and solid controls of it. I think those are all the functions you really want to know about. Let's go back and talk about it and do that review. Okay, you saw it fly, you heard my description of its features, the technical aspects, so now let's talk about a review, what my experience was actually flying it. I do need to tell you this was provided to me by Holy Stone, which is the HS440, which has been one of my favorite recommendations over the years for somebody looking for a beginner drone. If you look back, you'll probably see I reviewed it about 2 years ago, and I was like, you know what? Holy Stone, there have been so many new models and all that kind of stuff. I've flown all this kind of stuff, but I feel like I still remember this really positively. So I wanted to go back, fly it again, and give you a fresh impression, given all the additional knowledge I have at this point. So I've been flying this for a couple days, and I am still absolutely thrilled with this. If I was going to recommend, let's call it an advanced beginner drone. Why is it an advanced beginner drone? It's an advanced beginner drone not because it's got advanced technology. This is about as basic of a drone as you're gonna find. But to put it in terms of like a car, this is like a good power to weight ratio, sharp handling, really responsive. It buzzes along. If you put this in the high speed mode, it can get away from you. You need to be careful with it. It is definitely very durable because I've tested it. Even you can see this one's been through a couple trees. Yeah, it can definitely get away from you. As a personal tip, if you're a beginner, definitely fly it in the low mode. If for some reason it's a little windy out, you're having trouble with the wind, flip it into the high mode, you'll get it right back. It definitely has no issues with the wind in the high speed mode. So overall, you need to know it is a very basic drone. You're not going to make artwork out of the video and that kind of stuff, but oh boy, are you going to smile and you're going to have fun. For somebody who's going to like buzzing in and out of trees and strafing along the ground and that kind of stuff, this is amazing for that. Is it going to return to home if you lose it? No. If you put it way up in the air and it gets in the wind, it's as good as gone. If you crash it and you don't have the blade guards on, you could break the gears in the motor. You need to know that, so try not to do that. But outside of that, you are going to have a grand old time with that. As a result, I'm going to still give this a 5 out of 5 on the Doug score and say if you're looking for a beginner drone for somebody who likes a little more adventure, this is the one to try out. Hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time. All right, here we are in the past. You've seen it fly. You got to see the quality of the video, that kind of stuff. You saw some of the stunts, all those things. You saw my review where I gave you what my overall impression was. What is that word? Is that a word? Was? In any case, you saw my impression of it, and now let me show you what comes in it if you're curious. So when you open it up, one of the things you'll find, and one of the great things about Holy Stone in general, is they come with great cases, which really seems like the case would not really be so important, but it really does kind of add to that quality of life. You know, like if you're going on vacation and you want to bring it with you and shoot some video, it's nice that it comes in a really nice case so you could pack everything up in there and safely bring it with you on vacation. Let me show you. So the case is really nice because it adds that quality. If you're going on vacation, how nice is it that you can pack it up in this hard case, go on your vacation, bring it with you, pull it out, and play with it. So what is it like if you're going to pull it out? Let me show you. So here's what's inside of this case. Importantly, it has an instruction manual. Please, please, please read it. Every one of these drones is a little different, and it makes a big difference in your experience if you read that. Charger for the battery. Here's the remote, and the remotes nowadays come with these little like kind of cheat sheets on them. So it's great if you're new at it. It has all the things you want to know. It has the controls. It tells you where the headless mode is, the trim is, the takeoff, the start, take a picture, take video, all those kind of things. High speed mode, low speed mode, all right in here. It is great. Power switch. And then just so you know how this works, you flip this up, and this is where your cell phone goes for your FPV, so you can see where you're flying. I know what you really want to see, right? You really want to see the drone. So here is the drone. And I find this drone to be a great balance, right? So it's a good solid size, has great performance, has that HD video quality, which is absolutely phenomenal. And still not giant either. That's what it looks like in your hand. It's about the size of your palm, you know, the drone part itself. It does have image stabilization built into it, which is super cool. You can angle it up and down. Awesome, really nice advantage. I mean, that is a really nice feature. I probably should have talked about that when I was flying. In any case, this thing is really cool. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you next time.